2, 1. Welcome to CartoonStock's Caption Contest. This week we have Peter Kuper here.
Hey, Peter.
Hello.
Good to see you. Peter and I have known each other for many, many years, where I think when I became cartoon editor, he criticized me, but I got him over that.
That wasn't me. You mistook me for another 100 cartoonists.
But Peter's amazing cartoonist. He can draw really, virtually anything and, make it funny. Give us a little bit of your background. You're probably one of those cartoonists who actually went to art school.
I did go to art school. I went to Pratt Institute. Just, avid comic reader and New Yorker cartoonist viewer. And just in general, so deep into comics that I was going to comic conventions starting when I was 11. And it was all guys and smelled sort of like a locker room. And if only I'd bought that Superman #1 at the time. But I'd be a millionaire today.
Yeah.
And then I did a fanzine. I really only started drawing quite late, but I did it with a vengeance. And I grew up in Cleveland and I moved to New York when I was 18, pursuing a career in animation, and that never transpired. The guy offered me a job, and when I got there, he didn't remember who I was, but I was in New York. Yay. So perfect way to enter the scene. And I started pitching to the New Yorker when I was, right off the bat, actually, and back in their oldest offices. And somehow or another, with luck, pixie dust, and perseverance, mostly dealing with failure. That's like the #1 thing. I teach comics at Harvard now, and
And do you teach them failure?
My first class, I talk about failure. It's like the first thing I say is, the people that succeed are the ones that when they fail, they kind of dust themselves off, think the people must be wrong, and then do a new cartoon and believe in it as thoroughly as they did the one that failed.
Yeah, I think that is the key, and talent.
It helps, but just love it. Loving the form.
And Peter, you're one of the, you do your own ideas, but you've also worked with Lawrence here on cartoons as well. And I think that's, I think the pendulum swung back and forth, but I think a middle place for it is right. I think often working with someone else, you really, you do get better ideas. And I never did that myself, but I remember.
Well, you recommended Lawrence to me at one point.
No, I recommended, but when I first broke into New York and went back to see Lee, I showed him some cartoons, and they had bought cartoons, and they said, "We'd like to buy this for Charles Adams," and I said, "I would like you not to buy it for Charles Adams." I just didn't want that. I just never wanted it to. I guess I didn't want it that way. In terms of the other way, every once in a while, I have accepted ideas, and I certainly would now because I don't have any ideas anymore.
Well, one of the fascinating things about the cartoon contest is seeing how many different angles you can come at an idea with. And one thing that Lawrence did with the first time we worked together was it was a cartoon of two guys in pith helmets sinking in quicksand, and the comment is they're saying "Thank God for the elephant," which is it's a perfect New Yorker cartoon because it's that thing where you're looking at it and you're going, "What are you talking about?" And then you have that moment and connect the dots.
And also, when we go to your present contest, and the caption contest has its own framework in which things work within the caption contest are actually fun, but to my mind are not real cartoons. They're cartoons within the caption contest. And especially in this contest, in which there were a lot of interesting ones, each one I picked is, could this be a real cartoon that a cartoonist would do? in terms of where you have a little bit of that backstory where there's a little delay where you understand what that other piece is. What is that other piece that makes it sense? And people know I'm interested in AI, and that's often where the AI doesn't understand the joke. The AI will absolutely understand I've taken the hypocritical oath. Okay, absolutely will understand that. It does not understand, and I didn't pick this one in the end, something like I find your white coat syndrome very flattering. Okay, it won't understand that part, that he is flattered because he doesn't look like a doctor or seem like a doctor. So you have to go through a whole other stage to really, to understand the joke. So anyway,
what does AI do with you're the one that came in here with the toy car in your ass?
Yeah.
I could ask. I didn't ask that.
Don't ask.
Just saying that's transgressive and absurd, but that's exactly the kind of one that is funny, but I wouldn't pick because
I would.
I know you are. I know it works within the caption contest and it's funny, but to my mind, it's not a good cartoon. It's like you're criticizing me because you came in with, well, I engaged in these bizarre sexual practices. I want you to help me. And I'm still criticizing you because clearly you're not a doctor and you're not going to, it still would make sense. It's like there's no parallelism there between what he did. Okay, he's kinky and weird. He's dead. What does that have to do with I can't criticize you as being a medical doctor who is obviously not a good medical doctor? It would have to be on that plane, and that's why Lawrence, once again, despite the fact that he is the 8-time winner of the caption contest.
Well, I mean, it could have been that the car ended up in his ass accidentally. So, I mean, you got to take that into account.
A likely story.
It's my daughter's gerbil. What can I say?
Yeah, no, believe me, of course you pick that when I'm clicking off the things that I think are funny. Of course, that is funny. But let us get to the.
Yeah, we'll get to. I have one quick thing. The kid in me, I have to mention that Peter Kuper is the longest drawing spy versus spy artist for Mad Magazine.
Yes, I'm actually weirdly, I'm working on one right now.
That is
it keeps on being resurrected. But yeah, I'm 29 years in on that.
That's incredible. Wow. The child in me is just in awe that you're.
Yes,
I love spy, and maybe after we make a trade or anything from the site, we'll give you for anything. But that's awesome. And we'll bring it to Peter's drawing. So I'll quickly describe it, and I don't think there's really too much that's ambiguous here. There's a doctor who looks oddly like Penn Jillette, which is
my cousin dated him. That probably is what did it.
And he doesn't have the best habits: smoking, drinking. Looks like a chocolate bar. Bob and I actually discussed what that was in his pocket. Talking to a patient who doesn't seem to have any of those habits.
Okay, I want to share. Okay, so this is, you want to know what it does here? So this is, the cartoon by Kuper shows a comically unprofessional doctor and a nervous-looking patient in a standard exam setting room. The doctor is very large, wearing what looks like a surgical scrub, and sits on a rolling stool. He's conspicuously smoking a thick cigar whose smoke spirals. So did a lot better job than you did, Trevor.
Oh, he's got a surgeon's hat, though. I will.
Oh, he's got, doctors. So this is all the comedic aspects of it. So, all right, on to enough of it.
All right. So, just a quick recap here. We each send 10, our top 10 in any order to me. We then gather them, and we start off with the ones that we had in common. And then from there, we then go look at our others. And again, just to remind all of our contestants, we won't look at any of the names. The only thing we ever factor in is a timestamp if there is an identical cartoon, an identical caption. So I will, I already put them in the image, so I'll read the ones that we all had in common. or not all had in common as long as they matched twice.
Yeah.
Relax. I was just nominated for Surgeon General. Little RFK humor.
I don't see any of these.
Oh, am I not?
Okay, there we go.
Is it slow coming up? Sorry about that. Right. No, but I have a liquor license. 9 out of 10 doctors are wrong.
All these are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a lot of good. We actually have about almost 10 or 12 in common, which is way more than we ever have.
Yeah.
It's nothing I'd worry about.
No, I didn't pick that. I didn't see that. Yeah.
That's a good one.
I almost wonder if you'd want the I to underline. I mean, I think it works, but it's the I you kind of want to emphasize.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as addictive as what I prescribed you. I like that. That one gave me a laugh. It's benign, but I want to keep an eye on it until my gambling debts are paid off.
Too long.
Yeah.
I'm no
length is a question.
Yeah, length is the question.
Yeah.
Here's a short one. I'm no quitter.
That's good.
That one's funny, yeah. I'm going to take 2 aspirin and call you in the morning. Little hangover joke. I wish they wouldn't schedule these 5 o'clock appointments.
Yeah.
Kind of funny.
Good.
I swore a hypocritical oath.
Too obvious.
I picked that originally, but
The rare
I also picked that
eliminated
one.
the rare pun that gets into our finals. How about giving up? Have you tried that?
I thought that was good. But I was thinking, is it the wrong? It seems to work. Normally, I would think it would be, have you tried giving up?
Yeah, that would work fast.
Have you tried giving up? But I think it actually works that way. I don't know why. It just seems conversational.
Have we tried giving up? Yeah, that's a natural way to say it.
Yeah. But I thought that,
So I will now share all of ours. And if you can look here, this is, this is 11 is a lot more that we have in common than we ever do. So we're going to be in the process of trimming down. Generally, we try to trim down to 6, and then we go through our top 10s and fight. So we'll start that way. I think immediately we wanted to get rid of the gambling debts. It was just a little bit long.
Yeah, it's clever, but
yeah.
I like all of these. I would get rid of the RFK joke. I'd get rid of the Surgeon General.
Yeah, I dislike them.
I'm fine with that too. And also, I would like our cartoons to be timeless.
Well, where is yeah?
It wouldn't
RFK is not Surgeon General.
No, I know, but I think it's taking from the fact that
The
bad nominations. Yeah. I can't help myself. I lean in that direction just because.
Can I?
I don't want to get rid of that. I don't want to get rid of that. I think that this is okay. You do often have a caption contest, and I think that in terms of relating to this issue, is perfect. Of course, he hasn't nominated this.
No, but and also this may remain topical for way longer than we want. So.
Yes, I'd like to think our winners are evergreen and
This is a case where you don't want them to be evergreen.
I will say the big
answer is: Can we get rid of take 2 aspirin?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Agreed.
Explain to me, I'm no quitter.
Oh, it's like when you're terminal, but we're not going to quit. It doesn't look good. Prospects don't look good, but we're.
How does that relate to him?
Because he's telling
he's not quitting anything.
That relate to?
He's telling the patient he's going to die, but don't worry, I'm no quitter.
I didn't. That one didn't work for me.
No,
either.
it doesn't. I don't see the parallel. Okay, he's a terrible doctor.
No, it doesn't matter that he's a terrible doctor.
Habits. What is he not?
It doesn't matter that he's a terrible doctor. He's telling someone he's like, I'm sorry, it looks like you're gonna die, or chances are not good, but I'm no quitter because I'm addicted to everything I've ever touched in my life.
Oh, you mean he's not a quitter because he's an addict?
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so it's a kind of pun or play on
Yeah,
words.
it's like a conjoined twin saying "I'll never leave you" or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we can get. It's in my top 10. But I think we should get rid of it.
If it took too much to explain, so we'll take it off.
Yeah.
There could have been an opener on that said, no matter what your diagnosis, I'm no quitter.
Mm-hmm.
Something
that the prognosis is.
Well, no. I mean, you're saying it's just a play on two meanings of a word, quitter.
Yeah.
I'm not quitting on you, and I don't quit.
I clearly don't.
My addictions. I mean, I don't see him as really having addictions. He's drinking a martini, he's smoking a cigar. In the context of being a doctor, he's not doing the right things, but he's not an addict.
I thought it was an evergreen related to Nixon.
I guess quitter is like if he would smoke.
If the caption was the prognosis doesn't look good, but I'm no quitter.
Yes.
I still think it's terrible.
I'm just trying to explain the joke here. If the
Yeah.
All right.
So I would get rid of 5 o'clock appointments as well, which is clever, but
this is like it's like the Marx Brothers bit where Nico and Harpo, when they have a contract, he said, "That's no good. We get rid of that." Remember that? That's a fantastic.
That's the sanity clause.
Yes, that's
we
right.
Start off saying
there is no sanity clause.
Caption contest. We have really good captions. And then we just get rid
of the top one here? How about giving up? Have you tried that? I mean, it is much better to say like, "Have you tried giving up?"
I would get rid of it.
I'm okay.
I would too.
I've only had two joints, and both have gone already. This is we'll get.
I would get rid of. I would get rid of hypocritical
oath is out.
To be honest, I would get rid of hypocritical oath because it's so obvious, and even though I guarantee it's the top voted one by the public, but I think it should go.
All right, we have 6.
We stop killing. Who are watching this and saying, "Fuck, there goes my $500."
We have to stop. We have to stop killing. We have 6. That's.
Oh, we're down to. So that's the correct number.
Well, we have 1 grand prize winner and 5 runner-ups.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
We're at 6. So, and this is not the final list, as everyone knows, because I think the most painful thing is when people watch this and they're in the final 6 and then get booted at the last minute. So we will start now. I'll put these here all together. All right. So, Bob, any of yours that you want to talk about or fight to put in there?
I think 9 out of 10 doctors are wrong. It's a good caption. I like the real enemy is sugar. I think that when we're looking at all of within the context of originality and how people have played this, right? And there's that whole other step. The real enemy is sugar, where the guy is sort of saying you're smoking and you're drinking, and it's having this idea, especially that the real enemy is sugar. I think 9 out of 10 doctors are wrong.
Wait, Bob, wait. Can we go back to sugar? Because the problem with that is, as Trevor pointed out, he does have a chocolate bar poking out of his pocket. So he's also somebody.
Is it a chocolate bar, Lawrence?
I didn't see it.
Okay.
I should have colored it. Sorry.
Yeah. Why did you put a chocolate bar in his pocket?
He's overweight. I don't know. You want some food stuff.
All right. That's too bad.
It's good.
I have to take that objection. Only ones that I would definitely want is, they're all good. So I think no, but I have a liquor license is good. 9 out of 10 doctors are wrong, and I would want actually as one of the finalists, Surgeon General. I think you do have to connect with what's going on, and that actually is a very good caption for that. And so those are my 3. 9 out of 10 doctors are wrong, and no, but I don't like any of them. Honestly, this will like. No, of course, it's because because in your mind it keeps getting raised when originally obviously the ones you pick you like at that moment.
It is weird that when we have 11, we have so many. It's so easy to whittle down so quickly. When we have 7, it's hard to whittle to 6. But it's just
maybe if we could just get another 500 people to come up with.
Yes.
All right, Joel. Oh, we got a really long one here for Joel. All right.
2 really long ones actually, and one of them was already booted out, so that you've already booted out the gambling bit.
But everything in moderation, even moderation, is already a line.
Yeah,
that's already
true.
That's already a joke. So you can't just.
You can't critique my list until I've decided which one.
Apparently, you can.
You got to be proactive about these things.
So which other one should I not talk about, Bob, before I start talking?
Yeah, let's get to the last one. Okay.
I think what I was trying to do was find different, because it was a really good selection this week, probably one of the best we've had, I would say.
Yeah.
There was a lot of really good stuff there. So I tried to find different types of humor. So I tried character humor. So you know what you ought to do, go get a tattoo. Tattoos always make me feel better. There's something puppyish about him there, somewhere between the mafia and a puppy that I kind of liked. So I like that, but I didn't really think anyone else would choose it. I think I put everything is moderation, even moderation. I know it's a line, but it's kind of a switch, isn't it? And that's a sort of a style of joke that you normally like, Bob. It's sort of like PC Bay type of joke, I suppose.
Don't suck up to me.
Yeah,
it's too late.
Yeah.
And other than that, actually, none of these. I mean,
I kind of like the one I highlighted of yours, Joel. It's nothing I'd worry about.
That's pretty good. I do like that. Actually, that is good.
Isn't that in there? Isn't that in the top 6?
Yeah,
is it not? Yeah, there it is.
Oh yeah, it is. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah,
okay.
And I do like now. Take off that gown, nice and slow.
What's that?
It's creepily sexual. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know what that's about at all.
I kind of like that one too, Joel.
Well, it looks like he's in a strip club, doesn't it?
Listen, the good news is I got laid last night. Come on.
Yeah, well, I had to. I told you because it was such a banquet of choice. I tried to choose one of every type of joke.
What if you combine 2 of them?
You pick 2 that are actually jokes from somewhere else. That's the one where I've got some good news and bad news. The bad news is you're going to die. The good news is I'm screwing my secretary. Okay, so that's also a joke from elsewhere. So
do you think you could just combine
people repurposing jokes for this?
What if you just combine the 2 lines and says, "I have good news for you. I got laid last night. Now get off that gown nice and slow."
Yeah, and then that is that joke.
And I have a car in my butt. Yeah.
We're going to that one.
Yeah, look, can we move on and get to the toy car?
Yeah. The toy car. All right. So for mine, careful, those pills can be habit forming, but that's addressed with a better one, where it's not nearly as addictive as what I prescribed you. Is a better version of that. I also have a spinning sensation is funny to me, which no one else picked. I put the hypocritical oath in there because I feel like I'm always so mean to people who do puns. So I was just trying to be nice.
It's not actually bad.
No, I know. I just been anti-pun, and I want to say
it's the one you think of immediately when you see the caption.
And so did 6 or 7 other people.
Yeah. Did they? Yeah.
This one I was surprised no one else put. Sorry, I've become used to virtual visits.
Maybe no one else picked it because it's bad.
There's a million cartoons that are all about virtual visit. Okay, all right.
This has all been a horrible experience.
Lucky for me, your test results are sobering. That's a good one.
That's actually pretty good.
That's pretty good. That didn't land for me at the time, but it's pretty funny.
I like the dark ones too. Where it's a little grim. And And so, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll chuck this in if Bob isn't screaming. And this one is not the best. I do like the cadence of it. If I were a gambling man, and I am, I'd say your chances aren't great, based on how the guy looks. You know, he's got.
Oh, that's just too complicated.
It's good, but it's not. It's not top
If I were
six.
a gambling man, and I am.
Yes, I think I like the cadence of how it's said more.
This is feeling very Marx Brothers in general.
Well, I guess he's a gambling. I mean, there were complicated captions about the VIG, right, and things like that. Somehow he's involved in the underworld or mafia or shady dealings.
All right, that's it. I guess there's nothing. I mean, the one I like the most is in there, which is it's not really addictive, is what I prescribed you.
But I have a liquor license.
Okay, wait a second. Sorry, I have become used to virtual visits. What would a virtual visit with this guy be? Wouldn't you see him?
Well, you wouldn't. You'd be able to hide the drink in the, just like I have alcohol out of the frame right now.
Yeah.
You don't see that I'm doing.
Yeah.
E.g.
I should have had
or maybe he could have those virtual visits before 5 o'clock.
All right. Now Bob is going to be nice to Lawrence here.
No, he won't. But all right. So I got a lot in the top 6. 9 out of 10 doctors are wrong. It's nothing I worry about. Nobody have a liquor license. I'm no clear is out. Not appropriate. The one with a toy car stuck in his ass. I put that in because it made me laugh out loud.
Yeah.
And I also, this one I like for the same reason Bob and Peter had mentioned earlier. It makes you think a little bit outside the cartoon. What did you think of my magazines in the waiting room? And then I was thinking,
ignores the
and he would have the most extreme. You need to relax. I liked that one. Well, I'm not the one with cancer. I liked it's pretty dark. I just screwed my nurse. I know that's an old joke. And then I have 6 months to live. I thought was a nice switch on you have 6 months to live. But I will say this. I had 30 entries that I had to narrow down to 10. I've never had that many good entries before. There were a lot of good ones here. And then I don't know if this is, well, I'll wait and see if this was in the top entries from crowdsourcing. But aside from what's already in the top 6, I guess I'm not going to fight for anything.
Yeah.
I've got nothing.
Thank you, Lawrence. Now.
I think the hypocritical oath was the first one. It was like second in line. I was like, oh, I like that. And then I saw it about 6 more times, which just suggests that it does resonate with viewers. The Surgeon General, that was just, I'm feeling very topical right now, and so it seemed appropriate to have something like that. That'd be more like if it was the New Yorker or a daily. Yeah. I need to de-stress before discussing your cholesterol levels just seemed like the thing he's talking about was for kind of mild, and what he's doing is more extreme. The copay, yeah. I kind of like my doctor tells me that too. Although I have to say, looking at everybody else's, the no, but I do have a liquor license. I thought I had put that in there. Now looking at it, I'm like, that's a pretty solid one. I did my own research. I guess that's another one harkening back to like COVID.
RFK, yeah.
Or it's RFK. Also another version on 9 out of 10 doctors are wrong.
Yes.
And the Surgeon General.
There's the take 2 aspirin.
I think those two are different. I mean, I did my own research. It's definitely topical, and 9 out of 10 doctors are wrong. That would work with this joke if we had never had COVID.
Yeah, that's ever.
In other words, if that had never happened,
I did my own research as modern, for sure. That's an internet vibe.
Yeah.
I'm feeling great. You know, I could delete some of these, and you know, I'm feeling great. Thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Let's see. I thought that was the.
Yeah.
We'll both be lightly sedated for this procedure. It was funny to me. And then the last one is again just having a slight political tilt.
There was another one about Sinatra care as opposed to Obamacare.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of clever.
It was kind of clever. Yes.
Yeah. The sedated one was in my final until the last clip. So. And then now these are actually the only one that are in order. These are the top 10 of the votes. During the procedure, we'll both be numb. This is the number one. Surprised the hypocritical oath was not anywhere in the top 10, Joel.
Yeah.
So you want the warm hand or the cold hand? There were a few temperature finger ones in here, which no one chose, but the voters did. It's benign, but I want to keep an eye on it until the gambling debts are paid off. I'm going to give it to you straight up, which is okay.
Yeah.
We'll both be lightly sedated. It's not nearly as addictive as what I prescribed you, as one I liked. I'm going to take 2 aspirin and call you in the morning. Hangover joke. What are these doing in your rectum?
I originally had.
Sorry. That's not as good as the car one, actually.
I would say if we want to go sort of off the wall, you know, that would definitely not be a.
Well, and also it doesn't connect really to
no,
joke as well as the car does. I mean,
smoking cigars.
The car one is saying you're criticizing me. You know, look what I found in you. What the hell are you doing in your rectum? You're not even sure what he's referring to.
Well, I think I know what he's referring to: the cigar and the martini.
But what does it have to do with the fact that he's drinking and smoking?
Those are the 2 things he's gotten.
He found in the rectum.
No, that's ridiculous.
So
that's the absurd.
They're not just
no, awful.
All right.
The car one is the best rectum one. All right.
It's the top rectum one. Yeah.
That's
you know what we should have. We should have a caption contest limited only to rectum jokes.
Yeah.
You'll be overwhelmed, I suspect.
Yeah.
Uranus will come up quite a bit, I think.
Yes.
So we got, all right, let's go to the, I guess we have 7 if we're going to keep the one I added, which luckily for me, your test results are sobering, or we can look.
I don't like that. It's just, okay. I think it's flat. Lucky for me, your test results are sobering. Why would that be lucky for him? He clearly enjoys this stuff. He doesn't want to be sober? He doesn't want to stop smoking.
I'm speaking for him. He might.
Look, my client has a perfect right to both drink and smoke, which he enjoys.
He's not getting off this bender. All right, so here we go.
So there's something I don't understand about the contest. It seemed like there were many choices for the no, but I have a liquor license in the group.
Yes,
but it didn't make it into the final cut. Why?
No, I
did
make it into the final cut.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's there. Sorry, I gotta. They're all. I have them all now here in the caption. Obviously, looking at them in the artwork helps.
Okay, let's look at them now.
Relax. I think
that should be. It's not going to be the winner, but it should be one of it. It's a good topical joke.
Well, I think we're on our 6 here because we these are our 6. Yes.
All right.
We're just picking the winner.
Oh,
here.
we're just picking great. That's good. Okay.
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah.
Good, but not the winner.
Good, but not the
Right.
winner. That's
Nothing
funny.
about is good.
Yeah, that's good. Not the winner.
No, not the winner.
And then the last one is I wish they wouldn't schedule these 5 o'clock appointments.
That's good.
No, I think it's going to be liquor license.
Me too. I'm for that.
Really?
License.
I like this one the most, but you like liquor
Which one?
license?
Oh, okay.
Addictive. It's not nearly
Yeah, I like
that's
addictive.
what I prescribe. I mean, both of them, one of them. What is the it?
There.
It should be
right?
there.
Yeah. They need to fix the caption, I guess.
No, we can't fix it.
Well, this brings up my worst fear, which is that I get one word wrong when I send in a cartoon, and that's what stopped it. And if I'd only said there,
I don't know. I mean, this is the most like a real cartoon.
Yeah, that would be my vote, but I feel I'm going to be out.
Yeah. This is good. It's nothing I'd worry about.
This one, I would think, could be a great cartoon.
You know, you're right. This is the best actual cartoon. You know, no, but I do have my liquor licenses. You know, yeah. I mean, they're both funny, but yeah, let's pick this one.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, I'm on board.
I'm all right with this one. All right, let me let's pull up. Or actually, Peter, since you're here, do you want to tell us your original caption? Which one was good?
My original caption was, "Who's the doctor here?" ?
Yeah.
You see,
yeah,
you screwed it up with the punctuation.
That's why I never went. Oh, damn it.
But I think this does show something interesting when you get a bunch of pretty funny, intelligent people to come up with captions. They'll sometimes come up with one that would be, whether it be me, you, or anyone. You know, it shows it's difficult to come up with a caption, and sometimes the caption that a crowd comes up with would be better, especially when we get to judge it.
Yeah.
How about never?
There's one type of caption I didn't see, but there were about 20 variations on it, and it was "Do as I say, not as I do." And aside from the fact that it's really obvious, what I didn't like was you don't need all the words. It should have just been "Do as I say."
Yeah.
And then you hear the other part of it. But I just wanted to explain that to the 30 or 20 people who submitted that. That's why I didn't select it. Because
I would have shortened that to "do as."
Do as?
No.
With an ellipsis, or just do?
Well, maybe do.
Just capital D.
No, it could be.
Just do it. Yeah.
It could be like the old prison joke that I don't have to go through. Where they just call out the numbers. Eventually, we can get down to a caption contest where all you have to do is submit one word.
The one word. That's actually a very good idea for a caption contest. What could you pull off? Uranus.
Rectum. Yeah.
Rectum.
I think I was on a podcast the other day about Jewish humor, and instead of actually telling the jokes, I just told the punchlines. And since the jokes were so old, I had them come up with the setup.
That's also good.
Yeah.
All right.
So, who is the winner?
The winner is a David Bolus, Bowlus. Bolus. David, congratulations to David.
Hey.
What's his name?
David Bolus.
Gotta go through life with a name like that.
BOWL.
Bob.
Wait, Trevor, can we find out who the finalists were as well?
Yes. So we have David Bolus.
Can we assume people are cheering at this very moment?
Well.
I wish they wouldn't schedule these 5 o'clock appointments. Margaret Kistel.
Way to go, Margaret.
Yay.
It's not nearly as addictive as what I prescribed you. Is by
Trevor Hoey.
Graham Mills. No.
Also very good.
Yes.
It's nothing I'd worry about. Is David's. 9 out of 10 doctors are wrong. Is Joe Ayala. He's a winner before.
Yeah, that's a familiar name.
No, but I have a liquor license who's probably the angriest person because it looked like they were about to win until we took it away from them.
Sorry about that.
That's Steve Everhart.
Oh, he's won a lot as well.
And then Relax, the final. Relax. I was just nominated for Surgeon General. Is Joe Ayala. Whoa. All right, Joe.
Wow.
Oh, man. The people are just.
But I like that. I mean, often someone will enter and do 3 variations trying to like get the right one, and it's I admire the people who enter and just do 3 wildly different ones.
Maybe we should change the contest.
Or lower the money. That's it.
Yeah. Maybe we should try. Maybe it should be 2 things. It's like Lawrence will create one, and so somebody wins if they can just in the crowdsourcing beat Lawrence's caption. Okay, that could be fun. We could have AI create one and beat that. I want to think of something. Maybe, oh yeah, by the way, all you caption contest people who are freeloading off of our site, go buy something. All right. Buy one of Peter's cartoons.
Yes, preferably one of mine.
And maybe what we should do is what they get is it's just the pot is divided. Whatever the money is that they put in, we divide the pot.
Oh, we can take please, any people entering have any ideas of how it can be improved?
Yeah, I'm sure their ideas.
Please write us.
You get a Coliseum and you put the money in the middle, and then they each get like a steward or something.
Well, okay. So once again, another successful.
Yeah, thank everyone for submitting. Thank you, Peter, for joining. And
my pleasure. Really enjoyed it.
We'll see you guys next month.
Okay.
Yeah, great to see you, Peter.